In my stories on Instagram, I saw this divine connection between men and women. And it was just so beautiful, the way they were moving together. It was just deliciously divine connection. And I shared it to my stories, and like hundreds of people were like, whoa, I love this, because it was so delicious to watch. So when we're able to connect with that energy, not necessarily, it could be very healing doing it with a man who's embodied in the masculine in a healthy way, but even just us with us, that brings us to a whole new place. That's just like we start to move in ways and feel in ways and tap into something that wasn't there if we've never received it. And if we have received it, it calls it forward, right? So for me, for example, as someone who suffered a deep trauma and really lived in the shadow side because of my mom's mental illness. But my mom was very much embodied in the divine before she became mentally sick, which was what was so conflicting. But she received it from her mom, who was deliciously divine, like beyond words. So when I come in contact with the feminine divine, I always feel like my grandma is standing right behind me here. And it's like I feel her energy like tapping into my body, and just this love coming out. I'm like, oh, hi, grandma. It's like I always feel that she's with me when I connect with it, right? So for people that experienced it before through someone, it's like calling it to come back. But for people that haven't, it's like to wake that up in us, because the feminine divine energy, and the same for the for the masculine divine, and we have both masculine divine and feminine divine in each one of us, right? For men and women. And I want to honor Jeff, who's always here with us. And so when we feel that divine energy in us, it's already there. We're born with it. So I'm not really teaching you this like you never had it before. You're born with it. And what we're doing is it got buried under layers of trauma or whatever you experienced that blocked you. And we're allowing your body to come back to its natural state to be able to feel it again. I remember I did once a weekend that I was teaching women, and I was teaching them about seduction, and I was tapping them into this very sabrosura, feminine divine energy with seduction and all that. And one of them is a coach, and she went back home and she has 2 boys and 1 girl. And she was just playing with them with this energy in the room. Oh, it wasn't even the seduction itself. It was the elegance. I taught them, one of the things I taught them is how to embody elegance. And she comes home and she plays with the pride and all that with her daughter. And her daughter got all cheeky. And she started to get like all like sexy and stuff. And this girl was like maybe 6 years old. And it just came out naturally out of the body. And that just shows you how natural that is. Now, her mom wasn't typically sexy or anything like that. She wasn't showing her anything from seduction, but just by bringing that classiness and making her walk like with pride, she suddenly got all sassy because it was in her personality.